Okay, so here we go. What I'm going to use is a good majority of these things. What I'm going to use is the aloe, because it's very sacred to her. I'm going to use, this is rue. Rue is a protective plant. Okay, aloe, rue. You can use, I brought in a white carnation, but that's a personal touch. You don't have to use those. Also, egg powder, otherwise known as cascarilla. That's one form of cascarilla. And then you have this, which is the little chalks. You can use those. Basil. It's preferred if you use the herb in its natural state so that it still has its essence. But if all you have is the dead herb, essentially, then you can use that too. And people use cigars to blow smoke at her, to clean her. You can use her Siete Machos cologne they have at Botanicas. Here's some Florida water. They usually have this at grocery stores down here, but they might not have them at your grocery store, so you can go to Botanica for that. Rosemary herb, once again, best if you use it in its natural state. And a little bit of smell of copal. And of course, water. Big old container of water. Oh, I forgot to mention, you got nothing else, you don't have any of this other stuff, salt and water will work. Okay, so I'm going to throw these in here. And you think about their properties, their cleaning properties. Just throw that in there. Now, remember, aloe can get pretty sticky. So I'm just gonna kind of throw it all in there. And just think about its healing. Aloe specifically, everybody knows aloe's got healing properties. So just throw those in there. I'm going to use the last of my Florida water. Throw that in there. And this stuff smells very alcoholic. Throw that in there. We'll do some of her Siete Macho. Ooh, that smells good. A little bit of a copal, which is actually a sap on a tree, or it's a type of tree and it's the sap. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, let's just throw it all in there. Put some basil. Nice helping. And we smush it between our fingers so that we release its essence into the bowl. Smush, 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 smush. So that it's making contact with you and releasing its aroma and its essence. Okay, some rosemary. A little rosemary. Looks a little like this. Once again, best if fresh. Best if fresh. We're going to squeeze it between our fingers. Rosemary is good for protection, love, health. Just squeeze it there. Okay. Now, this is a personal touch because I know she loves carnations. They're white carnations. I'm just going to add this as a personal touch. Some carnation flower petals. Get in there. And I'll show you the bowl here in just a second. Okay. Now let's add a little bit of cascarilla. Oh, the flies are getting me. And once again, this is egg powder, egg shell powder. Always, since as far as I've been little, been known as protection. Sprinkle it all in there. You didn't do it right if your hands aren't white. Okay, that's the equivalent to this. These are chalks, but I'm not going to use these. One last thing. Good old salt. Sea salts. You can use regular salt. This one's kind of chunky, as you can see. Now just sprinkle it all in there. We're going to save these cigars for later. And we have our towel. And this is what the bowl's innards looks like. Now, listen. You don't have to add all those things if you don't want to. You can just add salt and water. You can just add Florida water and water. You can just add eggshells and water. The key component is always water. You always gotta have water. You can add her siete machos. You can just spray her with siete machos if you want to. You can just do basil and water. All of these herbs and items are known for their protective value. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put the water in there. And it's gonna look a little foamy and white because of the Florida water and the other items and the eggshell and the siete machos. So yeah, it's gonna look a little white. What we're gonna do next is gonna be so fun. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Now, because this one is not loaded at the bottom, she doesn't have her little charms at the bottom, I'm going to have to be very careful not getting the bottom wet because let's be realistic here. This statue is made from resin and we don't want to get resin wet because it can chip off. As it is, you got to be real careful with resin statues to begin with because the paint chips off easy and I would not stick them out in the elements. Definitely not around a lot of water. So, that being said, I am going to lay this towel down momentarily and bring her over here. Now, I should have brought a second towel, but I'm just going to do it with my hand. Oh, you're so pretty. I'm going to get a better look. Isn't she pretty? I'm thinking of adding something there because it's like a blank coin. And I'm definitely going to retouch the paint around here because she's got chips. See? See what I was talking about? How easily it chips off? That's probably just somebody's fingernail that accidentally nicked it. There was one over here. Right here. See? So you got to be careful. All I have to do is scratch it and the paint will come off. So be very careful. Some people say coat this in poly, but it kind of gets a yellow tinge after a while. So just do your best to keep them out of the elements. Alright, here we go. I'll put you right here. There we go. Now, all we're going to do is I'm going to get my hand. I'll put this over here. Just get my hand in here. Think about these cleansing properties. And some people, they'll grab the leaves and the herbs and use them and squeeze them and hold them and clean like this. They'll rub them like this. See what I'm doing? They'll rub them on the statue. Well, these are already dirty, so I'm not going to put them back in the bowl. But see how I have some in my hand? They'll rub like this. And do the entire statue. I'm not going to do that so much, but I am going to get her with water. Now I'm not going to keep this water on here, I'm going to wipe it off because I just said to keep them out of the elements because that can corrode the statue. So we're gonna wipe and we think about cleaning her, getting rid of all the negative stuff she might build up. And clean and clean. And just do it like if you're cleaning an infant. Get all in those crevices. Get all in those spots. And do not forget her scythe, because it's very important to get that too. And get her little back here. Don't forget her booty. She's laughing. Don't forget the legs. Don't forget the other little skull guys down here, or whatever you have back here. Get in there with your fingers. Get in there. And clean, 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 clean. Make sure to get her ears in the glove. Get in the crevices, because you don't know where all of that junk might be hiding. Clean, 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 clean. And just say to yourself, with this mixture, I clean you, rid you of all negativity and any junk that might have accumulated on you before you came into my home. That's what you say. That's what you do. Giving her a good, nice bath. As clean as you would clean yourself, clean her. 10 times better. Clean, clean. Rub all those herbs and mixtures on her, every little bit. I'm going to put you over here so that you can see. See? You rub everything, every single little crevice. All over. Oops, sorry. Forward facing camera. Everything, even her little L. Don't forget her little messenger guy. Everything, everything. Now, I'm going to lay her down and do that area that wasn't fixed. Go over there, I'm doing a video. Do all the bottom here. Very, very careful, because this stuff can crack off. Okay. Okay. See, the bottom is not fixed. There's no charms down there, so I'm going to add them later. I'm going to add charms specific to health. Okay, I think we're done. So, oh, no, we forgot one thing. We forgot the cigar. So we wipe. Try to use a white towel, just because of the symbology. Wipe, wipe, wipe to get all that stuff off of you. You're nice and clean. Wipe. Clean, 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 clean. Clean all of that junk that might have accumulated. You can say prayers, or you can just say it in your head. You can talk to her. You can listen to some soothing music, whatever you want to do, so long as what you're doing is cleaning. Okay. Now, whoa, where are you going? Okay, I'll be right back with that cigar. I forgot to mention, there are some people that just take the tobacco out of this and put it into the bowl. So you can do that. A little too late now, but... Okay. Now, before you go around with lighters, Florida water, this is flammable. Don't set yourself on fire. Also, your oils could be flammable. Herbs are always flammable, so keep them away. She's probably so pissed at me for joking around. Now, some people are really good at this, but I suck at it. So, did you blow smoke around her statue? Oh boy. Okay, ready? Madrina, I hope you appreciate this, because I hate doing this. Whew. Oh boy. And you make sure you get all around. Okay. Whew. I think we're good. Okay. Alright. So that's pretty much it. You can use incense. You can use copal incense. You can use sage, white sage incense. Any incense that's correlated with cleaning. But I think she's good. She already feels different. This is a practice that was picked up, I believe, from Afro-Caribbean traditions, but oh well, it works. So, you know, whatever works. A lot of this stuff was a mixture taken from different cultures, so don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So, be very careful when you're dealing with these things, especially, you know, I hate to say it, even though you guys should not be attempting this if you're underage, very careful with these things. Always practice safety, okay? So yeah, once it's clean and loaded, I mean, you don't have to load it, but I like to have it loaded. You can say prayers over her. What you do from here is you say, I ask that Santa Muerte use this vessel as her home whenever we are praying and whenever we are asking for her guidance and for help. I ask that Santa Muerte be the only one, the only spirit, the only entity that inhabits this statue. No other entities are allowed into this statue and are prohibited from entering the home and from entering this statue. Only Santa Muerte has the ability and the permission to enter this statue. Only her and her essence shall inhabit this statue. In the name of God, Amen. Or however you want to say it. But you got to tell her, look, I give you permission to enter my home and to enter this statue, but Santa Muerte only. And only she has the ability to enter this statue. You're giving pass to her and her only. Okay? You want to make sure that your intention is known. Think it in your head, really feel it, really know that it's only going to be her in this vessel. Keep in mind, she can come and she can go as she pleases. A lot of times she's not in that statue, but this is where she comes and she settles and she buries her roots, you know? So this is officially her vessel and her vessel only. Okay. All right. Now with that being done, assuming that it's loaded at the bottom and that you already cleaned it, put her on her altar. She's good to go. You can light a candle for her, light a white candle or the color corresponding candle. Possibly better if it's white, just for now. And just say, Santa Muerte, I welcome you into my home, and I hope that you bless me and my family, and that you're happy in my house, and I hope that we can have a long-lasting, comfortable, and reciprocatory relationship. So that's it, guys. That's what you do when you first get a statue. It doesn't matter how big or how little it is. You always want to clean it. Okay? So that's all. And we'll see you next time. Oh, real quick. I'll upload that in the next video. Sorry about that. Alright. Have a good weekend, guys.